Quite the spot, eh?
And rooftops. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's just 7 o'clock on Tuesday.
I want that one. Dog days. Dog days of summer.
Yeah. Well, 21, 23 degree days will feel like dog days of summer. Well, you can even smell the fog, I think.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Watch it. I don't want to have to fish you out of the drink here.
No, I'm not wearing my
Flotation device. Oh. Well, we made it to Long Beach, and we are having breakfast at the, I think it's called the Long Beach Resort.
Yeah, resort and restaurant.
Very nice. It's a beautiful facility. And later on, we're going to go for a little walk on the beach. So it's foggy out there right now on the Pacific Ocean. We're on the very west coast of Canada on Vancouver Island in Tofino, and we are doing the super shuffle. But first, before we shuffle, breakfast.
Need some nutrition before we get out shuffling.
That's it, eh?
That's it.
Still
I
early.
need my coffee.
Yeah, I know. I see that. Still early. Okay. Okay, on the beach. Wonder how long this. Well, it looks like it's in a bit of a cove here. From one end, see, protected over there. I know it's pretty foggy. Straight ahead, you should see a surfer. A couple of surfer dudes. 3 surfer dudes. And people walking their pets out for a nice early walk on Long Beach, British Columbia. Tofino, actually. And it's unfortunate that the fog's here, but that's life. It's the 24th of September.
It is.
And how's breakfast?
It was wonderful. It was cool. I had lox and bagels with local salmon.
Lots of bagels?
No, lox.
Oh, lox and bagels. Okay.
And lots.
Yeah. Anyhow, what a gorgeous area. I can only imagine how pristine it'll look in the summer and the springtime here. It's just super gorgeous spot. But we are now super shuffling our way along the beach. We're going to go, we had a beautiful breakfast, and we're going to go for a nice little walk. And unlike other YouTubers, we are excited to be here.
Very excited.
Anyhow, you can hear the roar of the ocean and the waves. There's a surfer dude. On the giant waves way at the back, you can see a couple of surfers. So I've lost track of them, but they're way behind those big waves back there. He was riding the crest of one of the waves and then just disappeared.
I love the roar of the ocean.
Yeah. Oh, look at straight there. You can see him coming up and down. Just a tiny little figure riding the waves. There he is right there. See him zipping along? So this is what Tofino is recognized by many surfers as Canada's premier location for surfing, because you get some pretty big waves coming across from out in the open ocean here, and the surfers just love it. It is surfers' paradise here.
It's known all around the world.
For its surfing.
Surfing, yeah. Well, look at the waves.
And that comes from the queen of surfers.
Yeah, I surf on my phone. That's my surfing.
That's about my surfing too. Gorgeous location. The morning fog is still lingering about, but hopefully it'll burn off. So we are still in Tofino. We haven't shown you much of the town. There's one road into Tofino and one out. Yesterday we enjoyed a drive out to Ucluelet, and that's about a 40-minute drive from Tofino to Ucluelet. And it was a beautiful day and gorgeous scenery. If you love the raw natural beauty of British Columbia, the West Coast will satisfy your needs.
The rainforest, all the trees, all the hikes. It's absolutely gorgeous.
So this morning we had breakfast at the Zed Hotel. That's Z-E-D or Z-E-D. And we're at Pacific Rim National Park. We've parked and we're going to wander the wild beach. There's a big surf competition this weekend for the ladies here at Tofino. And I think it's a 2-day event, although I'm not sure. But it's going to be pretty busy this weekend as they promote the second summer here in Tofino. But we're going to walk along the beach, and there's noticeable differences from this beach to the one that we walked yesterday. What beach was that?
Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Long Beach.
What a great name. In Canada, Long Beach. We've been to Long Beach, California. But here we are up in Tofino at Long Beach, beautiful white sands. And today our walk is the Pacific National Rim. And as we super shuffle down to the beach, you hopefully will experience or hear the raw natural beauty of the ocean and the mighty waves that it creates. Okay, we've just landed on the beach at Pacific Rim National Park between Tofino and Ucluelet. This beach and this area, this part of the coast, appears to be a lot more rugged than the area that we walked yesterday. What a gorgeous area. I'm amazed how many RVers are still hitting the west coast of Canada toward the end of September. I think it's the 25th of September today. And lots of RV parks and camping and accommodations in the Tofino area. And we've seen rigs of all sizes. And the hiking, the trails, the coast, the ruggedness is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Yes, it's spectacular. So there's a big women's surf championship taking place here this weekend. I'm not sure what beach it's on, but in the background you can hear the roar of the waves. What do you think of this part of the coast?
This is much more rugged than where we were yesterday. But the waves are closer to the shore. I don't know if the tide's coming in. How close they are?
Yeah, must be coming in. See the crows? or are those Tofino seagulls? No, those are definitely crows. The wildlife, oh look, off there, you can see some surfers. So this is equivalent to some of the surfing in Hawaii and California. In fact, this is Canada's surfing playground. But off in the distance, the waves, the rollers are just incredible. We are on the west coast of Vancouver Island, and this is a 3-day trip to Tofino and Ucluelet, and it's been spectacular. The accommodations here are plenty. If you're booking online or you're going through a travel agent or grabbing a map, lots of spots for RVs and everything.
And the food is fabulous.
Yeah, lots of great seafood.
Yes.
Breakfast this morning.
Excellent.
No complaints.
Nope.
So fuel your passion and head to Vancouver Island, the west coast of Vancouver Island, and see nature and the natural beauty of British Columbia at its finest. So today is just going to be kind of another easy, relaxing day, taking in the sights and the sounds. As I've mentioned, this is our first visit to Tofino and Ucluelet. Sorry for the wind in the background if this microphone is picking up the wind, but we are now on the coast. Is that Diamond Head in the background? Nope. Eileen wishes it were. It'd be a little warmer, but that's surfers. All suited up for the cold. It's got to be cold in the water. I'm not sure what the degree is temperature-wise, but they're all suited up with their wet gear and looking for that almighty big wave to make headlines. No, you really need a nice telephoto lens. Oh, back up. Don't run, hon. My feet are soaked. That's what I get for wearing low. And that's my last pair of socks. Why is that funny? You just couldn't stand out here, could you? Are you part of the championship that's going on this weekend? Do you know what it is?
It's called Queen of
Do you mind if this is on?
Oh, no.
Okay. What's it called?
Queen of the Peak. And so it's a local surf competition. They bring together a bunch of the local competitors, but then like a lot of people with ties to this area who are like live elsewhere come back and compete.
Wow. So how many show up?
You know, I think there's a shortboard and a longboard category, and I think probably 30.
Wow.
I'm not sure about that.
So what's at stake? Is it a trophy or something?
Yeah, bragging rights. And
Yes.
fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long have you been surfing?
Well, since I was like 18, so
Wow.
like 30 years.
Wow. Wow. And what are the biggest waves that hit this part of the coast here?
Oh, they get really big, but because this is a beach break, they don't always hold their shape. Like once they get really big, they just pummel in.
So-
you can't really surf them.
So are we talking like 5-6 feet or higher?
No,
Or
like our biggest waves are like, let's see, I think the biggest report I ever saw was 30 feet.
wow.
The biggest report.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You guys are visiting?
Yes.
You should go down to Ucluelet, and if you walk the Wild Pacific Trail, there are all these like outlooks that you can go out to, and the waves like come and they hit these bluffs, and so the wave, you can really see the size of the wave because you're like closer to it, and then it's just hitting these rocky shores unimpeded. It's
Wow.
really dramatic.
Well, and the surfers go out there as well?
No, there's no surf down there.
Too rugged?
It just, the way, the waves are formed by the bottom of the ocean. You have to have like a gradual decrease in depth
Right.
to make a nice wave to surf.
Right.
And there, it's just not the right shape of the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But this is ideal though.
This is good. It's not ideal, but it's good for here.
So between here and Tofino,
Yeah.
which is the best beach for surfing?
It all depends on the size, the direction, size of the swell, the direction of the swell, the wind, and then the like energy that's in the water. So
Lots of factors.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's your name?
Jamie.
Jamie?
Yeah.
I'm Ken. This is Eileen.
Nice to
Thank you.
meet you.
Thank you kindly. We're from Langley. I don't know if you know where that
great.
is.
Yeah.
But this is our first visit to
Okay.
the very west coast of the west coast, to Tofino.
That's great.
So we're learning a lot, and then learning all about the surfing. And then we overheard this morning somebody talking about the Queen of the
Peak.
Queen of the Peak. I like that title,
Yeah.
Queen
it's
of the
fun.
Peak. And
You know which beach it's on? or-
Yes, it is at Cox Beach.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
okay, Jamie, thank you kindly.
Welcome, yeah,
Have fun. All the
enjoy your-
best, eh?
Enjoy your surf.
Well, now we got the information.
That was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to remind me of my wet feet. Queen of the Peak
At Cox.
at Cox Beach. COX. Okay, we're going to continue our walk, and hopefully my feet will dry up. You must be happy with those tall boots, eh?
I love them. I'm glad I got the taller one.
Oh, here's a plaque all on whales. Isn't that in the UK? No. Whales, like ourselves, these gigantic mammals, are warm-blooded and air-breathing. Two distinct groups form the whale family: baleen whales, which strain their food, and toothed whales. Of the 21 species which occur along this coast, the Pacific gray and killer whales are the most common. So little information on gray whales and killer whales on a beautiful plaque that's mounted on this huge rock jutting up along the beach, along the shoreline of the beach. But that's another big event in Tofino, is whale watching. There's dozens of tour companies leaving the various marinas for whale watching and fishing charters, pleasure boaters. Oh, that guy got a nice wave and a nice wipeout. Okay, because of my low profile boots, yeah, I'm staying out here. Ah, who cares? My feet are wet anyhow. You get the odd one that just lands on shore and it just keeps coming. Now you know how fast a tsunami can happen once it hits the shoreline. Oh yeah, there she goes out there. Yeah, she's paddling out there. Wow, look at that one coming up behind those guys.
Rested that one. Oh, there she comes. Oh.
On the backside. Yeah. Oh, she had a perfect one there, but she missed it. So now do you wish you could surf?
No, it's okay. I'll just watch.
Not Queen of the Peak?
I would be Queen of the Peak in Hawaii, not in this water. But I guess the wetsuit keeps it nice and dry and warm.
Yeah. Yeah, that wetsuit's amazing. a great big fat slug in there. Yeah, big green guy. Look like a banana. Look at the size of the mushrooms. So Long Beach, I guess we were incorrect, was not just the one area, but I gather Long Beach, they refer to the entire, this coastline up to Tofino as Long Beach.
Looks like it in a different little cove and beach names. So where the girl surfing today is called Cox Beach. And it's actually where the Long Beach Lodge is.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was, so I'm still confused. Long Beach 4, Long Beach 3, and I'm gathering those must be the entrances from the parking lot to the beach area itself.
Looks like it.
But it's an overcast day today. It's September the 25th, a Wednesday, and Eileen and I are super shuffling along the beach area between Tofino and Ucluelet. This is the west coast, the rugged west coast of Vancouver Island. Only one road in and one road out, but lots of parking lots along the beach area, and some allow RVs and some don't, so you have to take a bit of a chance. But if you're traveling by RV across Canada and you're on your way to Vancouver Island, the real rugged coast and the beauty of British Columbia, part of the beauty of British Columbia is definitely this area between Tofino and Ucluelet, and it is well worth a visit. We are staying in a marina, and there's lots of marinas in Tofino with accommodations, and some have got parking, of course, for your RV. And now, I said earlier any size RV, but I think I'm wrong. I haven't seen any fifth wheel trailers, but mind you, we're here in late September, so possibly there is fifth wheel parking. But that's easy to check with the Visitor Bureau of Tofino online. You can answer a lot of your questions about coming to this area. And if you're coming from the mainland of British Columbia, we came from Langley. It's a 2-hour ferry ride.
And then not quite, about 3.5-hour drive inland to the west coast.
Right. So 3.5-hour drive, windy road. If you're on a motorcycle or you travel by motorcycle, you're going to love that stretch between Nanaimo to either Ucluelet or Tofino. It is a motorcycle's dream highway. There's more twists and turns and hairpins along that stretch of highway than most I've seen in British Columbia. Now we've been as far north as Dawson Creek up in the Peace River country, of course, to the southern tip of BC. And there's lots of great motorcycle riding, as you know, throughout BC. But this is a stretch I've never even thought of when I was riding motorcycle, was to grab the ferry, take the ferry, and do this stretch and then back again, come for lunch. And it would be a 6-hour journey, and then 2 hours, so you could count on a possibly 10 or 11-hour day on the saddle on your motorcycle. But the scenery is incredible. Now, what about that old growth forest? What's that called?
The rainforest.
Yeah, the rainforest. But didn't it have a name?
Clayoquot Sound is the area we're in, and it's all the original rainforest. But you went up the Sunshine Coast on your motorcycle. That must have been similar.
Well, it is, but it's not as twisty, not as long as this stretch from Nanaimo to Tofino.
Okay.
But that is another gorgeous ride. Gibson, and then up the Sunshine Coast, and that's another ferry ride, a short ferry ride from Vancouver. But this stretch, driving this stretch, friends said to us, "You're going to love the twists and turns on the highway to Tofino." Well, it's single lane for most of the way from Nanaimo to Tofino, but it's a gorgeous ride. Lots of stops, lots of places to stop and with trails and explore the rugged coast. But so now we're going to head back into Tofino, and it is mid-morning, and do a little bit of shopping and snooping around, and continue. We've got the rest of this afternoon, and we leave early tomorrow for Langley, back on the ferry back to Langley. So what are your thoughts about our trip so far?
It's been great. I love it. Lots of exploring, lots of shopping, eating, which is nice, trying different restaurants, but definitely it's worth it. But the 3 or 4 days is great.
Yeah, this is a short day. We took advantage of a promotion through BC Ferries, and you may want to consider that if you're in the Lower Mainland or from Alberta or any other part of Canada or the US. BC Ferries offers various vacation packages. So you buy 2 nights, you get the 3rd night free, that kind of stuff, and it's a genuine offer. It's a bit of a hook, but we thought, well, it's the tail end of September, and the weather should be nice. They get very little snow here, so it's mostly rain, as it's in a rainforest. So we thought, well, let's do that. Book 2 nights, you get the 3rd night. It's a complimentary 3rd night, and that includes your ferry back from the Lower Mainland of British Columbia, the Vancouver market, and over to Nanaimo, and it's a beautiful trip. I agree. I think it's a gorgeous spot. I think one that we may consider coming back to in the future at some point. And
now that we've scouted out different areas to stay, it's
right.
always nice to know the area before you come.
And guess what I'm bringing next time we come?
Higher boots.
Taller boots. Yeah, you want to come equipped. And I have rubber boots, but the waves beat me, and Eileen's got nice tall boots. But in any event, so that's our little walk, and hope you enjoyed some of the scenery. I know the ocean and the sky kind of blend in. They're gray and the water's gray, and it's really hard to get the feeling of the size of the waves. But as you heard the young lady that we talked to that went out surfing, sometimes there's waves as high as 30 feet here. And but not today. I think they're probably 3 feet to 4 feet. But the surfers love it. It's a surfer's paradise. It's an explorer's paradise. If you like hiking and trails, this is definitely the place to come. One of the places to come in Vancouver Island is the Tofino Ucluelet area. Lots of amenities. You will need nothing when you come if you book early enough, because we heard this morning in summer, the population of Tofino rises to about 12,000?
Yeah, 10 to 12,000.
And then in the summer?
In the winter, it's like 1,200.
Oh, sorry, in the winter.
Wrong time.
Yeah, my feet are still wet. This clouds my thinking. But
the
in any
other
event,
thing, if you have a bike, there's a great bike trail that they have all along the highway from Tofino to Ucluelet, and it is amazing.
it's one of the longest paved bike trails, and it's 4 times the size of most bike trails or bike paths, and it winds in and out along the coast, and you can take it from Tofino right into Ucluelet, and much of it is along this rugged coast. So if sitting on a bicycle seat for 3 or 4 hours doesn't bother you, then and there's lots of stops for picnics along the way if you do need a rest. But it's a gorgeous trail, as Eileen said. So we are going to do a little super shuffling in Tofino. Thanks for joining us on this part of our journey. And if you like what you see, please hit that like button. And if you want to subscribe, that would be nice too. So take care. We'll continue our journey.
Catch you after coffee and donuts.
Oh, are we having donuts?
Yes.
Oh, is there a Tim Hortons here?
There's got to be a donut shop.
There is a
Rhino's coffee shop.
Yeah, Rhinos. That's fun. The names are incredible. Yeah. Okay. So after the donut and coffee break, we'll catch up with you guys later. Oh, you can hear the beach. This is Tonquin? Tonquin Beach or Tonquin Trail? I don't know which way we go. Let's go this way. Not through there. Could be. Boy, this is a totally different view. And this is more like an inlet. A safe harbor, sort of.
Rather than a wide open beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like a little cove.
Maybe the 2-hour parking is a little bit too much.
I was thinking it would be. I don't think this will take us 2 hours.
So that must go right into Tofino. That inlet. Yeah, he's heading right into there. Talk about $1 million views with those homes up there. That's incredible. Tofino, British Columbia. So when you hear or you see the slogan or the positioning statement or the selling line, beautiful British Columbia, this is part of it. We're on the west coast of Vancouver Island, and the views are unlimited. The hiking is first class. The trails are incredible, extremely well kept, and what a relaxing time here in Tofino.
Yeah, referred to as the Tofino, the tough city.
The tough city, Tuff.
Yeah.
I think you have to be, considering the climate here throughout the year. Not much snowfall, but lots of rainfall in the winter and spring months and late fall. But we've seen probably this time of the year, September, more fog than I think what you would get in the summer.
Especially, yeah, probably fall and spring, but not much rain. It's been nice.
What a great area to explore, relax, take in the sights and sounds of the mighty Pacific Ocean. Tofino. If you're heading west across Canada to Vancouver Island, I think this is a definite must. So did you find a little crevice to squeeze into? It's amazing. Yeah, that might be dangerous, eh? Hey, hon, go sit on that rock where she was sitting. Okay. Just stay there. I'll get a nice picture too. So this is our final beach area in Tofino, Tonquin. How do you spell that?
I think it's Tonquun. Tonquin.
Or I-N?
I-N.
Tonquin or Tuqion?
Could be either one, but we're on the beach.
I'll put it below here somewhere.
In the description.
Anyhow, we're in Tofino, as you know, here with Super Shuffle, and we've had a fabulous few days exploring the west coast of Vancouver Island in Tofino and Ucluelet. It's been an awesome journey and an awesome trip, and one that we would both highly recommend you add to your list of places, unique places to visit. It's such a gorgeous area. The beaches, the scenery, the majestic coastline, the mountains, the sand, the sun, the surf. Boy, when you see beautiful British Columbia on a license plate, that's a very great positioning statement about this beautiful province, the western coast of Canada. So the surf or the tide is starting to come in. We're in an area that's kind of a little inlet here, and if we don't head out of here real quick, we'll be dog paddling to the nearest wooden set of steps to get out of here. So while we were on Tonquin Beach, we had a wee discussion about how to spell Tonquin. You said
O-N.
O-N.
This is O-N.
Yeah, that's the O. If you manipulate your fingers, you'll try and get it into an O. Tonquin Beach, 1811, 1871, 1971. I'll figure out what that means. Really?
Bear.
Both. Bear in the area, but there it is. And it's about, I would think, 5 minutes from downtown Tofino. And this is the last beach area that we did while we were in Tofino. But there's the correct spelling. And it's a trail approximately 800 meters long. It consists of a boardwalk trail through the forest. It's steep in sections, has a series of stairs, not baby buggy friendly, right?
No. Or,
Not even a baby buggy with rubber bumpers. Anyhow, it's a beautiful area, rugged, remote, and there's some things they ask you not to do. No camping, no fires, alcohol not permitted, and take anything out that you brought in. There's Tonquin Park. So it is in our top 3 best areas of trails and walks that we did while in Tofino here on Super Shuffle. Eileen and I thank you for joining us on Super Shuffle and this edition as we traveled to Tofino and Ucluelet, and we visited 3 really beautiful beach areas and got a lot of steps in on these walks and some great hikes and trails, and a little bit of shopping and dining downtown Tofino. And we hope you've enjoyed this edition of Super Shuffle. And your final comments on Tofino?
Make sure you put it on your list of absolutely amazing places to visit and really cute and eclectic shops along the way.
And for those who are RVing, lots of places to park your RV in the Tofino area. If you're a surfer and you like hitting the beach for the really big waves, Tofino offers it. It is Canada's surfing headquarters, and there's a reason. You'll experience, and if you do a little bit of research and you check out the various sites regarding Tofino and what it has to offer, you'll find that it is Canada's surf capital. So thanks for joining us on this edition of Super Shuffle, and if you liked our video, we'd ask for a big thumbs up, and if you care to subscribe, that'd be wonderful as well. So until next time, take care, enjoy yourself, and all the best from Tofino, British Columbia on the west coast of Canada.
See you on our next adventure.